welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. This is episode 33. Last time, we went and faced Barnabas at the edge of infinity and an incredible fight and a subversion of expectations, because we were talking about how we were expecting like the big grandiose Efreet versus Odin extravaganza, and I really liked how they kind of switched it up and made Barnabas his own formidable force. Excellent moves, and we got flashes of Efreet and Odin during that sequence. We got Efreet reversing the Zansetsuken upon Odin and Sleipnir, and oh my god, we have Odin's power now. We have become, or almost on the precipice of becoming, the perfect vessel for Ultima. All that's required to do so is for Joshua and I to become one, and that is how he achieves his goal. It's amazing to see all of these abilities that we have to utilize. We're rocking this sort of arrangement at the moment, and we have many things to do. Brotherhood is the main quest to make for stone here, but we've got more hunts that have popped up, so we'll be taking a look at that. And we also have a side quest on Ash that we'll be looking at also.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Faith undying. We are the shadows that quicken in the Firebird's wake, and from the shadows do serve our Lord and those who would be his wings. Ring of the swift shot.
All yours.
And we get more. There is the Fallen Enigma, to sail the Forbidden Seas orchestral roll, and the Genji gloves that we have to look forward to. I don't know if the renown continues to go. Do you know what was really funny? Back in the day when the Patron's Whisper first opened up, and I think we were like at the first few hundred, and the list ended, and I went, oh my god, it's so small. There's not really much to do here. Okay. And then when it goes, okay, get more renown to unlock a next level, and then it just I didn't expect it to go for this long here. So
All done?
A pleasant surprise.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? The Kingdom of Waloed has been added, and it's laid to rest. A wounded royalist in the Mother's Mines. So
Seen enough?
That's what we'll be taking a look at. Let's view the hunt board. What's new? Okay, so we got... Oh, crap. It's added quite a few. Okay, Svarog is new. We defeated Pandemonium before it was even added to the hunt board, which is kind of funny because it showed up as a brand new thing, already slain. Those few souls who were able to escape from Ash before the skies changed tell of Pandemonium, the king of the orcs who led his fellow beastmen in revolt against Waluda rule. Though his rebellion was swiftly crushed by King Barnabas's armies, many of the orcs who now roam the Twins, sating their appetite for human flesh, bear his markings, suggesting that he still commands his forces today. The Tricephalic Terror has not been located yet. There's also the Man in Black, Lostwing. We've got Goober Mooch. A rogue goblin has been sighted several times in the abandoned village of Isla, presumably drawn by the stores left behind when the villagers departed for reverie. Though said villagers will not be returning, we shall surely seek to reclaim the village for mankind once this is all over. I suggest that we end the goblin's misery now before he tears the houses down in search for sustenance. We've got a Byghoul in the Crichton Hollow in Waloed. Among the divers beasts that make their home in Waloed, there are many that seem not to be a creation of nature, but of some malign god. Byghoul is one such creature, a cat that takes an almost perverse delight in hunting down the few survivors of the human race that yet survive on the far continent, and toying with them as a child might a doll, complete with the chewing of their extremities. So we got like a souped up curl. Agni. Agni's philosophy, guys. A band of Cursebreakers making a first foray into Waloed encountered this creature near the road through Halfcom. Though those with memory of Ash before its fall knew Agni as a peaceable beast, one worshipped as the Jalkona of the North, the Ether has since addled its mind, sending it barreling hither and yon, crushing anything in its path. To end its torment would be a mercy. And 2 ones without images. Let's take a look. Usher to the underworld. Travelers of the Gilded Path share stories of the Crystal Giant, a beast who haunts the paths less trodden, illuminating the shadowy canyons with the unmistakable blue glow of ether, and painting them red with the blood of his victims. If our suspicions are correct and this creature is another construct of Ultima, then only by laying him low might we truly begin to live on our own terms. And the Blood Moon. After the collapse of the fallen civilization, their technology slept silently within the ruins of their airships for many a long year. However, of late, these echoes of the fallen age have begun to awaken, attacking any strangers on sight, presumably as they were designed to do. While some are easily escaped, this particular echo persists in pursuing its targets until they lie dead in the dust. Okay, those are some great ones that have been added. So we've got ones on both Storm and Ash to pursue. I say we do some hunting. Svarog, I think we could probably go and tackle once again. And we'll see if we can figure it out. The Man in Black in Lost Wing. Let's try the Man in Black because that was the one that's just been here the longest. Time to go and pursue some hunts.
How do you...
And this will also be our attempts at learning learning how to use Odin's abilities as well. Makes me wonder if the fight... Oh, actually, it might be that. This area that opened up. This would be the perfect area for a fight to take place, would it not? So we have to go down through a cellar passage. I just have to remember the twists and turns of this place. Okay, first fight of the episode, presumed to be through this cellar passage. Anytime there's an open circular part of the map, it's usually tied to our hunts. Yes, there you go. Alright. Let's see, what are we rocking? We're gonna be trying to see what this is gonna be like. The Arm of Darkness, Gungnir, and Heaven's Cloud. So we want to build up that Zanset Suken meter. Got that noise that happens when you become Odin. Interesting. Look at that sword. That's cool. That is so awesome. Alright, I'm ready. Holy Trumpetoire!
Bring out the bearers! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Hold still.
leaving.
Oh my god.
Let's try.
Okay. It's really hard trying to do like new moves in a boss fight. Oh, I did the steel counter. I got it. Nice. I did it. Dude, what the fuck? Look at all those moves. God damn. Oh my god.
This will show you. Nice try. Take your punishment. Slow.
Every damn Sinnoh. God damn. Alright, trying to do a fight where you just focus on your new Odin abilities, right? Holy shit. You got some Scarletite? That's crazy.
Your work here is done.
Alright, so that was our first time even using those abilities, so it was cool to just see how it all goes together. Like, you're doing your precision dodges, attacks, like how it works when you do a parry and you do like the counter. That red line that's left behind is just so incredibly satisfying. We can only build up to level 3 at the moment for the Zansetsuken. We need 5,000 total ability points to build up to level 5. God, it makes me want to just get rid of something else and just immediately do that. But we'll save up. We'll save up for it. But, God. Amazing. Very visually satisfying. All right. We've taken out the man in black. Map conquered. Mark conquered, I mean. Let's go find another one. We've got ones in Dalmatia, Sambrek. We've got Svarog in Sambrek, that's for sure. This would actually be working now. The Hand of Mimas. Probably be working because we discovered one in Waloed and got our whole introduction to that, which is really cool. I'll go choose my next target. Let's see what we get. New target acquired. Gorgamera. Okay. Look at those tails.
We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close,
Done. Still learning how to use Odin's abilities better. Like I'm unable to get Zansetsuken during the stagger properly. It comes out like right at the end, but it's super fun to use. Oh, nice. We get an orichalcum. We got 2 out of 3 for that sword. There you go.
Someone your own size.
We're starting to get orichalcums then. Hell yeah. It's very fun, but it's like there's a definitely a learning curve with getting full proper use out of it. You could try and just save up because I don't think the Zansetsuken charge goes down like Mega Flare does. So you can like have it ready to go for a fight, and then when the stagger comes in, limit break and then unleash it. But I also need to get it to like level 5 for maximum impressive ability. Hello there. Thanatos. Oh my god, it's Thanos. Oh my god. He's gonna spirits within me out of existence.
I don't know your friends, Ultima. If it's me you want, I'm right here.
Spirits without. Nice. All right, Zansetsuken is full and ready to go.
Now you're for it.
Destroyer! goddamn move spam. What are you, me? Level 3 Zansetsuken finish. We need to get that level 5 Zansetsuken finish. Yeah, I am really enjoying using Odin's abilities. Dark steel, extremely similar to iron, yet darker, harder, and heavier. Whatever fell magics Ultima employed in its creation, the metal has thus far proven impossible to reproduce. Obtained by defeating Thanatos or the Prince of Death? Why did it just... it just gave away a name of another future enemy. The Prince of Death. Okay.
And don't come back.
Thanos defeated. Alright. There we go. Building up Zansetsuken and using it during stagger is the way to go. That's very enjoyable. Taken out hunts, baby. Who is Odin's next target? Orb located. Orb. It's another one of these. Terminus.
Looks like we're woken something up.
Oh, God. Heatwave would be nice there. Oh, my God. It's got moves. Okay. Okay.
Nice try.
Let darkness fall!
Too slow. Nice try.
Silence!
Too slow. There's a good boy. Nice try.
Odin!
Enough!
Enough, stop it! You silly orb! Stop being a bouncy ball, please. You have been defeated. 2 meteorite.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. 2 meteorite. Oh, it's kind of translucent in the gap there. You can see all like the inner workings of it. It's kind of cool. It's so interesting that it's like technology and magic all fused together. Almost like you would call it magitech. Very cool stuff. All right. That's that done. I think we should take out the hunts out in Waloed now. Goober Mooch! Look at this goblin! All on his own with his horny helmet.
Goblin in ash. How the hell did it cross the strait?
It's built different. Ow! Ow! I let you have that one. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh my god.
Too slow.
Ow! His unorthodox methods are catching me off guard. Juggle! Oh, he's got no stagger. Which means I can unleash this! Before getting clubbed in the head. Prepare to face the wrath of Odin! Oh, he's got magic! Goblin punch! Oh my god! He's got magical punches! Tanky little fella. You want to goblin punch me? I'll Titan punch you!
Stay down!
Too slow. Nice try.
Look at that punch, that's so good. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's still going. There we go. Those moves were so great. Goblin Punch and the spin to win. Absolutely great. Oh, the primitive battle horn comes from you. Interesting. Interesting that I thought it would come from like a behemoth. I was like, battle horn. But primitive, I guess, limits that to a goblin. As goblin communication seems limited to a painful cacophony of throaty grunts and raspy wheezing, the beastmen will oft employ carved horns, such as this one, to send messages over longer distances. Okay.
Your journey ends here.
He was a messenger. And I had a message for him, and it was his death. Alright, that was great. That Goblin Punch was sick. Unorthodox fighting methods catching me off guard. Alright, we've got two more. I think we've got one. Probably have one out this way. This is where we fought Pandemonium. Let's go get the next ones. Oh, out of the hole. Oh, hello. Agni. Oh, we fought like a similar type of enemy like really early on in the game, huh? I forgot about that. That was so long ago now.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors.
Should have known that probably wouldn't have worked. Oh my god, belly rubs. I'm gonna rub your belly when you belly flop with my sword.
Too slow.
I tried to block it, it didn't work. That was an accident. What the fuck? He's trying to bounce on me. You can't get me. Oh my god. That's great.
All yours, Torgal. Go, Let's try.
Ho ho ho! Parrying the rolling move. Okay, sure. Notorious mark slain. I really feel like enemies should give more ability points, especially marks. Like, we're doing optional content. And they're challenging enemies. They're big boys. And it's like, yeah, 100 ability points. I'm like, 100? Like, a lot of these abilities, most of them, they're thousands. Give a little more, you know? It's crazy that you get a big, like, delivery of ability points with reputation. But this is just, like, pathetic amounts of ability points, especially when there's so many abilities to play with, and I don't want to have to, like, reset and refund all the time just to explore another tree. Especially because we're limited with the amount of abilities we can even equip at the same time, you know? Just allow us to have our pool of unlocked abilities that we can switch between, you know? It's just so strange. They're just really weird with their with the ability points that they want to give out. They're like, no, we don't really want to give out ability points, you know? We don't want people to use the abilities. Stone Tongue, even should one manage to survive the rows of diamond-hard, serrated teeth lining an archaeosaur's jaw, it is likely one's reprieve will be short-lived, as awaiting one just beyond is a granite tongue sure to finish the job. Nice.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Poof! Just disappeared immediately. Alright, solid work. We can... Interesting that the Edge of Infinity map isn't there, but we can travel here. I want to travel here. We'll see what it looks like after everything's been said and done. Where are we? Okay, so it opens up the map, and then... it'll just go to the world map now, won't it? How crazy that it reaches so high into the heavens that, like, the part of the tower that was destroyed, we can't even see that. I guess this just takes us right to the world map, unfortunately. I mean, there's no real reason to go back in there, but it's like, you kind of want to, you know? Let's go do this side quest to the Mother's Mines. Seems like a good idea to me. So we've got Svarog, and I think there's another one to do alongside that. That's in Waloed. But while we're here, we'll go push for this side quest, because I think the hunt may be located past that direction.
You were right, Joshua.
About what?
Bodies up ahead.
What now? Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty, but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Walud. Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole. The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish? Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
This is actually really important to see this, right? Because this is our first communication and proper look with Walud in general. We've got a peasant, a civilian that we've had an interaction with, and now Walud military. Because it's not that it's underdeveloped, it's just that it's mysterious and the story shrouds all of Walud in mystery for us. So really getting these opportunities to get an insight into the people that actually live here is very interesting. Being able to get the perspective of woman with child and also man about to die. But it's kind of interesting seeing that he can also identify that we're a bearer. Where there's people that on Storm that just don't even notice. They don't even notice that my face is scarred, you know? And that's where my mark should be. So it's kind of interesting that this one Waluda guy was like, "Yeah, you used to be a bearer. You don't have your mark anymore." It's weird that that is sort of one of the first, if not the first, instance of anyone in the sort of outside of the hideaway or outside of, our circle of people who know how to remove the brands, that our brand has been removed. A very cool insight. And I like seeing, I like that it's not just mindless armies and people that are just faithful and willing to die for their king. They're just people that are also just living under unfortunate circumstances. They were living on Walud, and then Barnabas has come in and he's, subjected them to his religion over the years. Just makes me really interested. I want to see more of the Waluda culture and civilization. And then this side quest is a good opportunity to get a little bit of more of an insight into the military side of things, albeit briefly, because we're about to end this man's suffering.
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stone here, there is a forest. Never turn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last.
Okay. A forest called Neverturn. That's a cool name. Tarnished Ring. The Elden Ring. Foul tarnished. Does it guys, Elden Ring takes place in the same universe. It was the final wish of a dying Waluda knight to see this ring placed upon the grave of his loving parents that he might be reunited with them in the next life. So four-leaf clover. Can we just like use our powers of the fiery dominance that we are just to turn this man into a bag of ashes and then we'll go scatter his ashes? That seems more respectful than just leaving his fucking corpse on the side of the road. Like, I get the symbolism with the ring, but we may at least bury this man. He died sitting upright. God damn. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll go deliver this ring. Oh god, all the way up here. Okay, hang on. The Great Southern Gate, Crichton Hollow, Vidagraze. Cool. Alright. Well, we're pushing ahead for making for Brotherhood then. We're making for stone here as well. Ugh. Look at that.
Don't tell me. The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance.
Exactly. Wow. Big wall. The wall's blocking access to Asgard. You got black chocobos, dude.
Quiet.
Oh, this is actually a really cool detail. Like that there are ones that actually have like saddles. Royal Courser, amazing. I really like the added detail of having this be an abandoned battlefield, and we also have chocobos that obviously used to belong to knights that have still got their saddles attached. It's a great detail. Honestly, Square Enix should be looking at this game and its story and the world that they've created and going, this is worth diving into. Like, I know I keep repeating it, but like, most Final Fantasy games that are made, they are so beautifully perfect as they are, you know, and they don't necessarily need or require any sort of prequel, sequel, spin-off stuff, as much as some of them would have some cool ideas in those worlds. But it's just something about this one where I'm playing it and I'm just thinking that Square Enix is sitting on just a gold mine where they are like, they can continue to do new Final Fantasy experiences. Then we've got Final Fantasy VII Remake project happening. They've got Kingdom Hearts 4 happening. And they can just then have a team, maybe even a portion of the Final Fantasy XIV team who just announced, or not just announced, but recently announced another expansion for Final Fantasy XIV. You could have them work and improve their sort of single player resume with Final Fantasy XVI related spin-off stuff while working on 14. And that's so much better than putting resources into something like Forspoken or all of the other things that Square Enix pours so much money into that everyone goes, what is this and why does this exist? Like Square Enix are making that Splatoon looking ass game, and then unfortunately Forspoken happened, and that was Luminous Productions as well. Luminous, that video game engine was Final Fantasy XV's engine. They're never going to use that engine again, that's for sure. That is just a money sink of an engine. They developed a whole brand new engine for Final Fantasy Versus 13/15 and then used it for Forspoken, and we all know how that turned out. But instead of stuff like that, they can do more things in this world, and I would eat it up. I would gladly just continue to pay for more stories in this world, more expansions on Waloed, prequels either around the time of this game or even like in eons past, learning about the Fallen Age way back in the day. DLC for this game even, like Leviathan the Lost was name dropped, you know, this whole Shimmering Isle thing. The main like outer continent, the rest of the world that we haven't even seen, only heard of. And it's really interesting, there's a lot of comments that get made by characters in this game that talk about their predicaments and the future and stuff that I go, God damn, this game has perfect sequel opportunity to be able to build on so many threads here and tie things together very neatly. That I really hope that this isn't the last we see of this world, because it would be a severe missed opportunity. Like, Final Fantasy VII is a rich world, but I would argue the necessity of certain projects, as much as Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, is Dirge of Cerberus really necessary? Not really. Not really. And I enjoyed that game because it came out at the perfect time for me as a kid. But is it necessary? Not really. I would say that Crisis Core feels semi-necessary. Maybe not in the way that they did it, but like getting that full story being told as a prequel to Final Fantasy VII is good. Advent Children, cool, but necessary? Again, not really. And I think it's because Final Fantasy VII is such a complete package on its own with that game. And I wanted to bring attention to that as an example, that like that's a game and a world that gets mined for its resources. They're like with spin-offs and prequels, and it's getting remade, which I love the remake sort of aspect to it. But I will say that the compilation of Final Fantasy VII doesn't feel super necessary. Like, it's not a world that I play where I'm like, I need prequels, spin-offs, all of it, you know? Even though it's my favorite game that they've done. And it's my favorite game ever. The original Final Fantasy VII. But then I'll play Final Fantasy 16 and go, I just want more. Over and over and over again. And if Final Fantasy X got a sequel that I haven't even played yet, Final Fantasy X-2. I haven't played that one yet. And then Final Fantasy VIII, I don't even know where you'd begin. Final Fantasy VIII could actually benefit from a prequel, considering certain elements of that story that would actually really work. I don't know. There's a lot to think about, but I feel like Square Enix definitely need to look at this properly, because they've made some really fucking strange decisions financially. And in terms of what games they choose to make and what games they choose not to make. what's out that way? There's another thing. There's just so much of this world that we don't even get to see. Because it's just all in ruins and blighted. What do your phoenix eyes see, Joshua? And I know that this game doesn't have an airship, as much as I would love an airship. The Enterprise to just become an airship, but then I was thinking, what if we just use Joshua as an airship? He just turns into the Phoenix and then we can just fly around. He's the dominant airship. Anyway, this felt like an appropriate opportunity to just like kind of talk some shit about Final Fantasy for a little bit while we're in like this open field. Treasure map? What is this? What are you hitting me with? A crudely drawn map in whose margin is scrawled the message to all who would seek to mint Gil, follow ye the path to Kretov. Huh. Isn't Kretov, wait a minute. Isn't Kretov over on Storm? Yeah, what the fuck? Man's got a treasure map on the wrong continent. Huh. I wonder what's gonna come up with this then. To all who would seek to mint Gil, follow ye the path to Kretov. Okay. Maybe if we take it there. That's strange. That's strange indeed, it is. Alright, let's go through this gate. I see orcs in the distance. And unfortunately, when I talk about Final Fantasy worlds that could potentially have like spin-offs and stuff like that, I can't talk on the earlier Final Fantasy games yet, as I haven't played them. But I'm sure that there's exceptional potential there as well.
Not an unturned soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering. I needed that.
Oh my god, you just only want to use this dominant for the rest of the game, dude.
That's better.
just overkill, dude. And Joshua.
You don't think all this
It's for us. I wouldn't put it past Ultima. He's made nothing easy so far. I needed that.
Just let me jump over it.
Joshua, can you go on?
Do I have a choice?
Too slow.
Oh, what? Okay. All right, big boy.
Joshua, this one's bigger than the others.
And Nuna, by the look of it.
Nice try.
army is no match for Clive and Joshua and Torgal. Ain't no match for me, lads. You good, bruh?
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Alright. Yote did get your medicine, so make sure you take it, lad. It's like I don't even care that like using Odin's iconic abilities sacrifices my combat efficiency a little bit because it's just so goddamn fun to swing around the big sword of darkness. Yeah. Look at this like triple level of gate work here. Oh, that's a beautiful straight shot at the crystal there. What a view.
Look, Clive.
By the Founder. The place is a fortress.
That is amazing. What a shot. So ominous. I have the power of Odin now. I am lightning. The rain transformed. You've got nothing on me, Ultima. Crichton Hollow. There's Never Turn. Cool. I love how they've got like this massive wall with all these gates and defenses, and then it's just like they're like right on the edge of the ocean. They don't have a seawall. They're only protected on land. Okay, there's nothing around here. What's over this way? You got Ultima's Thralls just chilling.
Time to fight.
This place looks closed, but we'll take a look. What's a lich just standing there for?
What do you suppose that is? It's not on Vivian's map.
Probably for a good reason.
Right. Just down here.
It's a Colosseum. Balmung Dark. That we cannot yet access. Look at that. It's a goddamn arena. Okay. Not yet. Later, babes.
Have care.
No villagers. No knights. Not even any bodies. One could almost believe the whole kingdom had turned to Kashyyyk.
God, we're in for one hell of a walk. Oh. I think I just see one of our hunts there, unless that's a normal curl. That might be our one. What's it called again? Is it wearing a weird crown looking thing? It is. This is our hunt. Prepare thyself. By Ghoul!
That's no ordinary curl.
Oh, you can activate Steel Counter quite late. That's awesome.
Let darkness struggle! Kill!
Ow, ouchie. I can't see! I can't see what you're doing to me, lad!
That's better.
Too much flashes!
Something else. Let's try.
God damn, some of these fights, like, you're just like, where am I looking? Because there's just so many flashes everywhere, especially when it's literally just actual flashes of lightning constantly. It's all over the place. You have to, like, look behind the explosions and the lightning and the flashes for, like, the movements of the character to be able to dodge and block on time. So it's even more satisfying when you're able to kind of, like, periodically parry and block and duck and weave and all that kind of absolute nonsense.
The last of its kind.
Nonsense. God damn. All right. Off we go to Never Turn. There's my Final Fantasy bounty hunting game where you just like go through and just slay all of the classic Final Fantasy monsters.
Caution, brother.
But incredibly tough and challenging versions. I see a gravestone. Leave me alone. Thank you.
He'll be able to see all the way to Stone here. As fine a resting place as any man could hope for. Reunited with those he loves at last.
Nice. Simple quest. Simple quest. And the body will continue to rot. Here lie buried ye bodies of Nut and beloved wife Breeder, who departed this life in ye 24th year of reverie. Knut and Breeder. There you go. I'm assuming the sea is silent. Crit and Hollow has just seen the end of a beast and seen this side quest completed. Shall we make for the mothercrystal? Ah, I can't jump off there. Damn it. An ogre. We got a settlement of Akashic over here. And an abandoned town. Garnick. The town of Garnick.
Caution, brother.
Garlic hanging in Garnick. What a lovely town this is. Everybody is so friendly and welcoming.
Stay down!
Right, lovely little place for tourists there. Town of Garnick. Good stuff.
What?
There's enemies on the
Does it
road.
bother you that we haven't heard a single human sound?
Everything about this place bothers me.
A single human sound. It's like, yeah, man. The Bad Back Conservatory in the Bedlam Bows. Interesting. Let's proceed to Brotherhood, but I expect that we'll probably find ourselves over in that direction at some point for something. Let's avoid the orcs on the road. We haven't heard a single human sound. I'm like, yeah, man. This place dead.
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
The calm before the storm. There it is. Okay. Drake's spine, the skies shudder over the final mother crystal, a single stonework span separating the screams of the capital from its sacred heart. We've traversed all of the twins and have come to the final mother crystal, and that is where we bring this episode of Final Fantasy XVI to a close. Thank you so much for joining me today for some hunts and then exploring more of Waloed. Next time, we attempt to enter the capital of Waloed and take on Drake's Spine, the calm before the storm. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you next time.